Mike's on. He's ready to go. On the Fan. New York Sports Radio. Mike's on. Mike's on. He'll get you the sports any way that he can. It's Mike Francesa on the Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM. WFAN.
From the studios of WFAN, this is Mike's on, Francesa on the Fan on this rainy, what else is new Monday, the 15th day of October. I mean, we didn't get enough bad weather this year. We're going to get more of it. So much for a beautiful fall. It's been nothing but rain. But that's all we get around here. New York has become 12 months a year of rain. I've come to the conclusion. The weather's just awful, but at least there's something good to say about the football season after Sunday where the Jets come through. Albeit against a bad team, they do get to 3-3, and you can tell just from the response everywhere since the game was played that the bandwagon is getting very full for the Jet fan, who is very hopeful about the future and should be. This team is headed in the right direction. They are doing some things better, and they have the very, very promising and very talented young quarterback to build around, which comes as no surprise. But I'm just going to caution you that there's going to be some lean days. While these last couple have been okay, there's going to be some more where it's not going to be great. He's going to have some days, and so is this team, where they're still going to struggle. It could happen the next couple of weeks when the talent level they face is going to get much tougher. The Colts were made to order because not only were the Colts missing a million guys, but the Colts, if you watch them, and I know you did yesterday, and I watched them a lot because I like their quarterback, they will always do things in the game to mess themselves up. They will always drop balls that will cause interceptions. There were two of those yesterday. Well, one he deflected. The other one just was a flat drop that turned into an interception for a pick six to start the game. And there are just countless mistakes that they make, which always will help the opponent, which is why they are, despite playing a lot of close games, they are, a one-win team at this point in the season. But Sam Darnold with another good day. He is growing in the job as you would hope he would, and he has been, everything that I thought he would be, and a lot of other people had hoped he would be and thought he would be. So far, so good. And like I said, the Jets, they got their man. Now they just have to take the right steps. And this year is going to be everything that a Jet fan could have hoped for. They're 3-3. They're going to win their 7 or, want to get bold 8 games this year. They're going to close the talent gap with the better teams in the league, and then they have to go out and very, very wisely spend the money that they have. So next year they're going to go on a shopping spree. They're $90 million under the cap. Couple that with their premium draft picks, and they will be able to add 5 or 6 key performers to put around this young quarterback who will have a year under his belt. This is Sam's team. He will take control of that in a very quiet, very deft way where it's not going to be bold. He's not going to make a lot of statements. You're not going to hear a lot from him. What you're going to see is him lead this team as he's doing right now, and the teammates will be responding to him. The team will be built around him, and he will quietly go about his job, and his job is to get this team to the playoffs and eventually, hopefully, to throw one more of those pieces of hardware that they celebrated yesterday that was 50 years ago, get another one to go with it so they can bookend it after all these many years before too long. So that's obviously the goal. A lot of Jet fans are still trying to decide whether they want this coach to take them there. Seems like he's on the uptick too, especially since he's been calling his old defenses. There seems to be a feeling that, or at least I'm getting the idea that Jet fans are getting more accustomed to him. They're really not. They're just getting accustomed to winning. And winning where they're moving the ball, making big plays, doing some good things, and playing exciting football. And you're seeing that from them, aggressive football on the defensive side of the ball, explosive football on the offensive side of the ball with a quarterback who can make every throw and is a talented performer and a confident performer. And that's why you're 3-3 sitting here now. As we said, schedule gets much tougher next couple of weeks. These are big challenges. These are not easy games against good defenses. Right now, Minnesota's not playing like a great defense. They're playing like a pretty good defense. They're missing some people. The Griffin loss has been very detrimental to them. They have not played big-time defense. They can't get Cook back on the field, but they're still a very dangerous team. The Bears, obviously, with the big-time pass rush and what they bring. So, you're going to have to up the talent level. There's still other games to be played here that are going to be more enticing than the last couple. But, hey, win over Denver, win over the Colts, now 3-3, and there's a good reason for promise. We will have Eli Manning this afternoon, as you expect. That's obviously a lot going on with him as the Giants get ready to play Atlanta. Atlanta almost lost that game. If you saw I don't know if you paid attention to the last, but they almost did after they went down and kicked the field goal to move their lead back to 5 points. They almost lost that game. The ball was kicked out of bounds at about the 9-yard line on a play that, almost worked. And imagine if they had lost on that play. I mean, it's been everything for the Falcons this year. But and then Tampa fires their defensive coordinator because, they just continue to just give up points by the millions, despite the fact they score them. And so that's not a happy camp right now. Interesting stuff going on in the league. I think you saw some teams emerge. And then last night, of course, we'll get to the wild, and it was wild, 43-40 win for the Pats. So now we're left with one team with no losses. That's the Rams. Two teams have 1 losses. That's the Chiefs and the Saints, and everybody else falls in behind that in this season. But you've seen some teams have some big wins yesterday and declare themselves in the mix. We'll get to all that, too. So we'll go around the league. We'll probably save the NBA for tomorrow and the over-unders. We have them here, but I don't know if we'll get to them today. We got some baseball to get to also. So we got a lot to do. Busy day, the 15th of October. We'll get it all rolling right after this.